Tony Cutillo here, Fantasy Firebox. Wanted to do a little something different, right? So I heard a lot of people say to me, man, could you just tell me how you kind of come up with your system and what you do? That's fine. I have no problem doing that. So what we're going to do is, and it's going to be a work in progress this week because I'm going to try to figure it out. So usually on the Fantasy Firebox, what I do is I give out 3 home run props every day. We give out 1 SGPX for K props and 1 SGPX for hits plus runs plus RBIs. And then we also add in a couple value bats as long as a value pitcher. Some of these are going to be just specifically on here, so I can show you what I'm looking at. And then the other few are going to be on podcast only. So you're going to have to listen to both, but I can guarantee it's going to be well worth it. No more time spent. We are running about 7 to 8 minutes on the Firebox. I'm going to give you probably less than that in 2 different places so you can get the best of both worlds. So let's dive right into it. I can screen share like my buddy Jared does every day. I think he works well as well. So I want to try to emulate what he does too to let you guys know what I'm looking at. So my first home run prop tonight is going to be Adolis Garcia. Now, Adolis Garcia for the Texas Rangers has not had the year he's used to when it comes to average. His power numbers are still there and building. The problem is he's been hurt often. He's had a few stints with his forearm on the DL. So he comes back, he goes back, he comes back, I should say. But he's starting to pick it up. He's only batting 242. But I have a feeling tonight against Brandon Foote, it's going to be a really powerful stroke. And here's why. So I'm going to show you what I look at when it looks at Brandon Foote. Because everyone's like, how can you go against Brandon Foote? The guy's been electric his last 2 games, but he really hasn't. And I'm going to show you why. So let me bring this up. Again, I told you I'm going to share with you as much as I can what I like to do. Okay. So let me bring up Brandon Foote right here. So this is Brandon Foote. You look at his numbers overall. And everybody's going to say, look at this right here, man. He has been electric, 29, 24 and a half, right? He's given up only 3 earned runs. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. Look at his walks the last 3 games. 1, 2, 2, right? I look at 5 walks in 3 games. Okay, that's what I look at. I look at, okay, he hasn't been perfect. I also look at 11 hits in 3 games. Hasn't been perfect. Now, if you go 11 hits and you're only going 3 to 4 hits, one of those hits could be a home run. He's given up 1 home run in 3 starts. Not a ton, but it's still there. And then when you go to Adolis Garcia, here's the most important part about Adolis Garcia. Again, I'm going to show you exactly what we're looking at right here, okay? Let's go to hitters. Let's go to Garcia. Here's the most important part that I'm looking at him. He's had in 2 games, 5 strikeouts. Still gives you 11 points in positive point production, which shows with 1 swing of the bat, look out. He is ready to set sail. Now, here's the most important thing that you got to go to WinDailySports.com and you got to go to the prop better. And I'm going to show you why. Because now you want to make sure you get your best odds. Okay? Make sure you get the best odds. You're doing yourself an injustice if you don't do that. So what you want to do is share my screen right now. We're going to go to the MLB prop better. This is what we look at. This is what we look at. If you're not a WinDailySports.com member, make sure you go to WinDaily, get your free trial. Use the reference code in this video so at least I get credit for doing what I'm supposed to do, trying to give you the winnings. So then go to Adolis Garcia right here. Now, here is his odds. Plus 245 in Draftkings at home run. Plus 320 in FanDuel. Now, be careful. The Caesars is over 1.5 at plus 700. Nothing for points bet right now. And bet MGM is plus 250. Okay? We have a big edge at 117%, showing that Adolis Garcia looks like he's going to be that guy. But you have to look inside the numbers as well. Okay? You look inside the numbers as well. So right now, you're looking at plus 320 on FanDuel. Okay, you look at plus 320 on FanDuel. That's where you want to go. But that's what's important about the MLB prop better. Okay, and it's all simple. Look, the props, you could go by hits allowed. You could go by pitching outs. You could go by strikeouts and just go by the team. Okay, so when I come in here, I'm going to go right here to home runs. We're going to go right to Texas. And there's Garcia. And we're going to scroll over. Okay, and look, in real time, even though we're not doing over 1.5, that Caesars number already dropped down to plus 675. and BetMGM is at plus 250. Real-time updates as we do this video. So again, Adolis Garcia going for the home run tonight. I'm going to drop 2 more on the podcast. It's going to drop in about an hour and a half. So make sure you lock it right here to windailysports.com and get those home prop props in.